Alrighty, here we are doing a request reaction for this bootleg, this GTB bootleg. This was requested in the D&G video, saying that this is definitely the one I should be doing next, and from the likes at least, I saw that the majority of you agreed. I've listened to one compilation of Gravity Boys, the GTB SG compilation. That reaction is up on the channel. I'll put a link down below too if you're intrigued. But yeah, I fucked with that. And now I want to fuck with this. This is a longer project, and I've heard some of the tracks before, literally two. Just before this, I posted single reactions to Playing Like Atari and Mirage by Ecco2k. There's also the Xavier Wolf, the Ice Floors, in the Snowmen, which I've reacted to, in the Tiger, Time Boy Digital. I haven't, this was deleted, but I have listened to the Young Sherman, White Armor, Feelings Eternal, and Into Dust. That's a classic fucking Bladee single, but other than that, I haven't listened to the rest of the tracks. Yeah, I'm going to be treating this compilation, or bootleg, just as if it's anything else, so you'll see a final score at the end of this. I'll have, you know, this is a complete project that I'll be looking into, so fuck yeah, let's just do it. Ecco2k, I am alright. Interesting. Definitely early Echo. Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. I'm liking that one synth that comes in with that second drum hit. Okay, I'm alright. Okay, first off, I don't know who made the bootleg to this and if there is some specific type of track listing, but obviously putting this like I'm alright, some sort of affirmation from Ecco2k at the start of this is quite interesting. Again, short track, from what I've gathered from the early Ecco2k tracks is that they are short, but this works. Really liking the repetition of I'm alright, especially too, there's a strangeness to it vocally that I don't think I've heard Echo, like the it's not as high pitched, again, as I find he now is more so, and he really working on impairment with that beat. Yeah, this is cool. This is fucking cool. Listen to Playing Like Atari again. Fuck it, right?
Oh, baby girl, I'm sorry. On my dick smoking, I'm Molly rocking, Bravo, Charlie.
Kind of reminds me more of Pete too than Drain Gang. Echo's sort of breaking.
Oh, baby girl, I'm sorry.
Man. Cool that they put two Ecco2k songs, like quick short ones together like that, because I think they work together. Again, track listing, kind of cool that way. Already listened to this track, already have a reaction to that, so I'll make sure all that's necessary is in the description. But yeah, come on now. This is a great track. You give me less than a minute, and you give me that great holding of that Playing Like Atari, and it fucking, he's selling it. Liking that swirling around. Ooh, drums really low in the back, ambience. I think the auto-tune is interesting on the chorus though. I gotta say that I could do like that. Really fast flow there. Okay, Bladee here, Ghost Hands. First song that I was like, okay, I'm not fully sure what I'm getting myself into, but second half of this, I think he is playing on that beat very differently, because it starts off and I'm like, okay, he's gonna go back to this chorus and he's kind of hitting those same notes, but then he kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna go really fast, and then I'm gonna really harp on this auto-tune that is, you know, it's the mixing of this, or compared to other songs, it's not really in your face, right? He's more kind of falling alongside that beat, while that beat is kind of slowly and quietly making some changes near the end there. Yeah, this is kind of cool, and a really slow moment where it exits out to just for a few seconds, where it was even sounding a little different. This is okay, yeah. I do like this. I certainly do like this. I'm going to give it a few more listens naturally, because this does kind of stand out in their catalog, to be honest.
I ain't never told a lie, I won't ever tell a lie. I hate when they ask me why the fuck am I that guy? Nigga, who you trying
got looped vocals in the back.
Niggas wanna be me, catch me smoking weed with this girl that's older than me.
That's older than me. Go fast, hit there.
Get over me, catch me in the club, nigga, I be smoking weed. Come pass me a blunt. If you truly fuck with me, never sapphire, some fingers, sacrifice lives that I get in. I woke up one day, six girlfriends.
Feel the drum breaking.
All the still sand.
Ice Floors by Bladee. Yeah, this is still great. This is still fire. One thing I have to say, one thing that stood out, or that I was thinking about during this song, especially too, because obviously I'm still really going back to the Drain Gang. When it comes to early Blade, and I'm just thinking of Glue in particular, how Bladee really loves carrying notes. Obviously he still carries notes now, but he really does it in a mixing point where he's a little bit lower, a little bit more ambient, right? He's a little bit more part of this instrumental in a sense. It's easier to get, as if he's getting caught in it all a little bit. I feel like in new songs, especially something like The Fool, right, where those beats are really fucking hitting, right? He's going off, but he's not letting that beat overtake him still. But here, you know, the beat isn't fucking shoving you in your face. It's more so like the synths are still kind of, you know, coming up slowly and doing what they need to do. But the holding, and then you get to the next line from him, and it's like, oh, I didn't really feel as if that holding was gone yet. You know what I mean? It's a very just constant. And it's impressive. It is impressive. This is great. And the echoes of his voice too really working on this. Okay, Ferragamo Gold was pretty cool. Another one I'm going to have to give a listen to again. Initially I was starting it off right, I was like, oh, Tiger. But no, this isn't trying to be Tiger. That build-up really was the central part of it, and instead it was more like we're gonna have that little clicks of that beat and the hi-hats kind of come in instead of trying to blow some synths in your face and these drums overtaking you, and really much more worrying about Thai Boy with his you know what I mean, that vocal and that constant with that, which, because he does have verses on here, but I think the verses are still working on that sort of slight mumble, like you can't hear what he's saying, but there is a kind of, yeah, like a kind of plainness with that, with the sounds of it, right? Which is interesting. It's interesting, but especially too, first time listening to this, and it doesn't have, or you don't really feel that chorus verse impact, right? So it's really a little bit unexpected, I'd say, coming into it. Yeah, I fuck with this.
I woke up today wishing I was somewhere else. Took my consciousness away to escape myself. In this body bound, I'm a prisoner. Mirages in the desert when I'm missing there. I just lost my life, but you brought it back. Random character select, I got no lot. Disconnect the smoke alarm when I show up. Love is in Mirage, t-shirt extra large. Two electric cars came out the garage, but it's over now. It's over now.
Fuck, Echo never knew how to do wrong. He never fucking knew. Okay, again, Peep, guitar. Obviously, 2014 Peep was still really early, just as much as they were, so.
There's the shelf, the brightest shades wrapped around my head. Ceiling bed, I can't stand up. It's like Evil Dead, cutting
Stand up, it's like Evil Dead, okay.
and I'm working with myself since they like me 'cause I'm different. I try to save the innocent, keep on my vigilance. I know I used to love her, now I don't know where my feelings went.
My feelings went, okay.
My girl is like a skeleton. I'm working with myself since they like me 'cause I'm different.
Ooh, I like that.
I got holy stones in my necklace that don't even
Let's go further now. Where's Jewelry? Because he's shot. Okay, one thing that I'll say is important about this song that I thought was cool on production end, Young Sherman and Little Sad. Okay, so the guitars, right? It starts out with those guitars, and very quickly when Blade comes in, wow, the sound of those guitars can still be heard, but they are already kind of shining in the back of that, right? And that's fucking crazy to me, that sort of type of attention to detail, because they're very sharp. They're very sharp at the start of the song, and they're very sharp at the end of the song. Blade is working on much more of a, I'm sad, but I'm flexing again, like, he's not holding or carrying those notes, right? And I would say, or I don't know if this is about like a, oh, look how far they've come, because I still think that there's just as much strong of a merit to this sound, in the sense where, you know, what if they went back to this type of mixing, you know what I mean? Kind of letting those synths kind of stay a little bit more quiet, but they still shine. And that's fucking hard to do, because there's been too many, you know, I've had this criticism of artists before, so alright, here we go. And we've heard this song as well, with the music video and everything. Already a difference in sound though, because this one certainly sounds like it's from Tiger. Yeah, okay, no, this is my favorite song on this project so far. Obviously, I've listened to it before, so it's like a little bit easier for me to feel that way. Those strings, right, that kind of have like this bass type sensation.
Iceman, ice on me, Iceman, ice street, ice on my feet, Iceman, ice me, Iceman, ice me,
Wow,
Iceman, ice me, Iceman, ice me, Snowman, ice me.
That's very nice in the back.
Packages from overseas, charging up with solar green, sparkling water, sunscreen, always keeping close to me, looking at the screen. Let me show you how I feel, all see stay still. Let me show you what I mean, let me heartbreaker. I got a pacemaker, born in October, pink plastic soldier. As I got older, my spirit got colder.
Ice on my feet, Iceman, ice me, Iceman, ice me, Iceman, ice me, Snowman, ice me, Iceman, ice me, Snowman, ice me, Snowman, ice me.
Purple shades. Smoking till I'm high. There you go. I like this one, I still think, more than Ice Floors, to be honest. On Xavier Wolf's front, even on Blade's front, and obviously, come on, if you're gonna get Echo on there as well, ding ding ding, all the checks, let's go. This thing, it reminds me of a song on Salem's new album, actually. Okay, so first off, Beauty Sleep. When I just saw Echo's name on this, I was assuming there was going to be lyrics on this, but no, I was wrong. It's Echo. I'm assuming Echo produced this as well. This is cool. This is a quick 1.5 minute track, and just has nice little synths that come out. Really worrying about the ambience more. What does this remind me of? What this is making me think of is just the synths, I think, right now that start off All My Life. Thai Boy on Tiger. Not specifically that exact sound, I'd say, but just that build-in. But this is like the whole song, and it's more ambient, it's a little more slower. Yeah, why would I not like this? This is fucking, yeah, let's go. Is this another one? Okay. It's the first thing I thought of was a Clockwork Orange, I don't know why. Oh, that ding, ding. That's cool. Doing light distortion, you know, but not really changing much of the direction. Because, okay, Perfectly Still, I find this one, out of the two now that Echo is made instrumentally, this one's a little bit more engaging just because of the synths that are coming out here, right? Like, it feels like they're going down like a set of stairs almost. I always like to have that sort of sensation, or that's what I'm thinking about it in my head as I see it. Okay, it's going down, it's going down. That's what I really do prefer. I don't prefer, I guess, but listening to instrumental music, I do think I can sort of see more stuff visually, because it's very cool too, because it has that one nice hit that like goes and sprays out, right? But it's like after we've already went down the steps, but it's higher, so it's like there's this natural like direction that everything is taking you to. Ooh, cool. Yeah, all right. Team Rocket on production. I don't know if I've heard any great songs. That's great. Okay, Dragonfly, I would say off the get-go this is probably my least favorite song, but I'm still fucking with this. I think the reason why I'd say it's my least favorite song is just because of I do need to go back to this, I think, because the production is very loud, like it's very noisy, right? And I think because of that, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but really trying to see if Blade's chorus type of like when that vocal hits he wants to make, if they're really gonna shine through, I wasn't fully sure if that was the case. I was still fucking with what Bladee had to offer, but I want to see how it pairs up on another listen, especially too though near the end of this song I did kind of notice there was some more things coming out in the mix, but I'm not sure how it feels as a full product, because I was still more focused on that shrilling noise, that shrilling like wave. Yeah, but yeah, cool. Okay, since I deleted my fucking reaction to this, at least we have this song. This song, you can watch me listen to it again. The drums and that pair well. Okay, now it's like a club song, but that click back is too fast, you know, like you wouldn't have that specific sound. Huh. Hi-hats come in full strength. Nice synth. Okay, Feelings Eternal, we got Young Sherman on this production and White Armor, and I've listened to this before, and this is great. This is great. Like I said in the video there, love the transitions on this. Love the transitions, constant changes. Usually they're trying to like amp up the synths for that last final part, and by the halfway point too, the hi-hats really come out to play. Nice ambient energy it keeps you in. Yeah, like I've said too, yeah, I wish I still had that react. Like, what a rough life. But that's all I've heard in the Vilduveda project, which I fucked with. I can put a link down below too, because I reacted to that. But I haven't, you know, listened to any other White Armor shit, so just let me know. What's the actual T for White Armor? Or Young Sherman as well, because I don't know if Young Sherman has a body of work for just production, but I would be interested to hear it. Hey, okay. absurd. Lean really on auto-tune.
The best gon' sit on replay. See my face with display. All this shit sounds cliche. See my face with display. Don't look me like no way. I get around and fly away. Ain't nothing winning from a Chevrolet. Reality is still far away. Still far away. Still far away.
I like the changes in the notes of the choral almost background. And it kind of reminded me of Say You Will there for a second. Blood Rain featuring Young Lean here. This is interesting. This is interesting. Do I think the synths take too much of the shine? I don't know. I think they're like so prominent that I don't even fully pay attention to them. I'm paying attention to a lot of the other things surrounding it. So if it is really a problem, that will come out on other listens. But really was interested in Young Lean on this, even though he had a short verse. And Bladee, what was he reminding me of? His verse or his sort of like cadence shadow face on Glue? That's kind of what it was reminding me of the most. Yeah, I don't know. I still fuck with this obviously, but you know, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while.
All those feelings to the sun, like the remedy from me, in the darkness. Look close to me, final storm, final frontier, so I disappear. Try to hide this when I'm here, bad atmosphere everywhere. I got you here, never used it. Subaru ride through the mist with no music. Final storm, final frontier, so I disappear.
Another very Glue auto-tune-esque sound there.
Bad atmosphere everywhere. I got you here, never used it.
I understand that it's from that year. The bootleg at least.
I want to see heavens, I want to see seven.
I want to see seven? Like seven heaven? Or like seven as in like luck?
Bad atmosphere everywhere. I got you here, never used it.
Okay, I'm running out of things to say most definitely, but that's more so because these hi-hats, when that came in and like I was like, okay, I feel like this is just a straightforward like break-in with the hi-hats and drums. But first off, one important thing to say is that the production on it makes it sound like it's certainly not, right? Like if someone else tried to just do a beat like that, maybe it wouldn't sound so pristine. But I was really just kicking back and forth with that vibe, really floating in it. And obviously, that's what you want with a cloud rap song. It's certainly what you want. So it's doing what's necessary. Wow. I don't know. Let's see if I can find more things to say for this next track. It doesn't even. This is great. Okay, that's why. I really like that. Okay, what was the one song? It was the Ferragamo Gold I was saying that was working on that same effect, right? Of like, really sort of sounds like he's mumbling more than you would see with a Bladee or an Echo song. Obviously, you know, mumbling doesn't mean anything about quality. I did think it was interesting on the Ferragamo song. Really was working with that. Here, it's a little bit more strange, I'd say. It still works, but I'd say first off, that song's a little bit more fast-paced, and when you're not trying to do it with a fast-paced nature, it's sort of, and this time I see it more as an instrumental, as instead of vocals in a way. That's sort of how it felt to my ears. And then, you know, he really hits it loud on the auto-tune notes by the end, but and the synths, those nice ding, very nice as well. Nice clickbacks that are with the bass that are just soft. They're just soft. They're not, and that's kind of cool as well. I think this was going to be an interesting project to come back to because I'll be able to lay down and just, you know, everything will be much more a chill vibe, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be getting fucking mall horde in my face. Wow. Love the name of this, Eccology. Oh, how quiet it got there. Oh, like a ringing? Very soft ringing. Oh, okay, this reminds me of fucking Endless. I wonder if Frank Ocean took inspiration from this. I know Young Lean was on Blonde. There we go. Okay, now this is another question I'm gonna have to ask. Does Echo have a project? Has he compiled a project of just his, like, sort of production? I'm not sure if that's the case, but this is my favorite one, I think, when it comes to all of them. That fast, when it was starting to go fast there, right? When did it end? It had a seamless cutoff. Holy shit. This one too is extremely working on the ambiance, I'd say. Echo, you fucking madman. Let's go. This, I'm really excited for this song. You're So Beautiful, a live version. I'd love to see Thai Boy live. I was watching a YouTube video actually on my own time of him doing Haters Broke live, which I thought was fucking amazing. I loved his sunglasses, like, it's pretty cool. So let's listen to this. And I know there's that Ecco2k Remote Utopias live album. I haven't listened to it. I've heard it's amazing. That was great. The gra. We got designer in this bitch. Ooh. Imagine hearing that live. Must be fucking real. I've seen Young Lean live. I don't know if new people have come. I watched him when I knew 2 songs from him. Like, what the fuck, eh? Baby, you're so beautiful. What you wanna marry for? Best song on the album. I don't even care if it's just live, bro. This song is amazing. It's a fucking classic. Can I get hired as a hype man who just says your name, like, live? Oh. first off, for this being a live performance, I mean, it sounded pretty clean and pristine. But usually when I hear live performances too, I'm thinking about like it being live and like just that hype sort of that surrounds it when you're seeing artists live. Fucking amazing song. I mean, I love this song. Tiger, I can't really speak on their whole catalog, but that one really stands out for me, I'd say. I guess too, because I was like, oh, Thai Boy, I don't really know Thai Boy. I haven't listened to a full project by Thai Boy, and that being the first one, that was a that was a good choice. That was a good fucking choice. And Legendary Member, you know what? I know I gave it an 8, but I've been coming back to it. Frequently. So these songs have been, you know, they've been earworms.
Clear eyes, what a pleasant surprise. Look gravity guys, red in the sky with a clear eyes. Don't think you understand, my eyes are clear and I pop a band. Girl, you wanna hold my hand, round around, I let go. I'm posted up in that club night, you know it's all like the get-go. I got money on the floor like Gucci Man.
Money on the floor like Gucci Mane. Fuck, Echo is spitting. Interesting. I certainly think it's interesting for like almost that whole mix to really be taking a back seat, because it needs to take a back seat because Echo's just fucking just going. Well, I wouldn't say it needs to, but like that was certainly a choice. Holy shit. I can't say too much bad about this, especially too because I think Echo really is taking the shine. And I think he's taking the shine too at the end of this when that chorus kind of comes in, or not the chorus, but at least saying the title of the track, especially too because the way Howie says it, that was very playful. Sure, yo. Everything on here is a vibe check. Everything's on here a vibe check. I have not had anything on here not be what I need. And Into Dust, I've heard this song so many fucking times. Probably one of the first songs I've heard from Bladee when I was, you know, trying to get into him.
I wanna bleed in the club. I got weed in my lungs. What if my dreams get exposed? Turn my dreams into dust. I don't know what to wear.
That hit of that too. I love singing this song, I really do. Yes! Come on, now there's a reason why this was a single, why this was a big single, and it's still a big single, at least to Bladee and Drain Gang fans to this day. I mean, this is a fucking classic. It's a classic. It's like... it's perfect. That, and then this. Like, it's a synth, but it kind of sounds like as if it's guitar. Holy fuck. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Reborn's an interesting track. I wasn't sure where it was going to take me right away. At least when it did do that first break-in, right? I was like, oh, okay, I feel like it's going to continue with this, like, intense energy. But instead, it did kind of go, no, we're going to play something interesting with the production. And when that bass comes down to, I really think Bladee I think he's like really pairing up on this well, because like drum goes up, his vocals go up, or sorry, drums go down, his vocals go up, right? So that there's a balancing effect kind of happening there. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so first reaction, I'm thinking of giving this an 8.5 at this moment. Great thing about this project is it's 21 songs, and I'd say it really isn't missing there for the most part. I'd say maybe Dragonfly, Ghost Hands, Blood Rain, and Black Bottles are just songs I need to come back to. They're the ones that stood out where I was like, I'm not sure, but I'm still fucking with everything here, and it's pretty smooth, fast project. I think this is under 50 minutes just by a little bit. Love that this was put into a bootleg. I do love that I was able to consume all of this in one go, except for the songs that I've heard, but now I can consume all of this in one go if I so desire, and that's awesome. Loving, getting to jump into this sound, this early GTB sound. When I think about GTB SG, I do think that that was worrying much more about the cloud effect still. I'd say there is more trap instances here, and I'd say when it comes to Echo, we get much more quicker playful songs from him, I'd say, at the start of the project, I'd say, and then, getting to see some of his instrumental songs is also something I enjoyed, because I didn't, haven't been introduced to that either. Thai Boy, when it comes to this, I'd say we're not getting a lot. Ferragamo Gold, very interesting on the vocal front. I did feel that way about Black Bottles, but I gotta come back to it. You're So Beautiful Live, fucking fire. And Tiger, come on, let's be real. That is a great song. That is a great track. Like, I don't think I'd give that the same score that I did in my video. So, who knows? You know what I mean? But I'm still going to listen to this a few more times and then give you guys a final score. Yeah, and I'll let you know what's poppin'. Okay. Here I am. Fucking shaved face, because it's been a few years, but it's finally happened. I've finally been able to listen to this GTB bootleg a few more times and come up with a final score. Okay, yeah, I'm still gonna give this an 8.5, but let's be real. For a bootleg like this, and to have this score too, just in comparison of the other projects I've listened to, this is standing out. I would say that the first half of this I do slightly prefer, but there is, there's some catchy ass tracks on the second half too. I know that I was like speaking ill slightly of Blood Rain, but that would be a standout track still, I would say. And obviously, naturally, You're So Beautiful, and gotta give credit to the Ecco2k instrumentals on this too. I'm not gonna speak too much because this video is long as shit, and that's just the way it is, but very consistent, easy to go through the whole thing. There is a very nice track listing to this too. Like, I am understanding this as kind of like an album in many ways. Production is very cool. Some songs by different producers, such as like Not Being White Armor or Young Sherman, not like you can tell the difference. I would say you really tell the difference on something like Dragonfly, or even on Subaru, right? Where they're like, we're gonna have this nice beat and hi-hats, but not working on that cloudy effect that our boys White Armor and Young Sherman just perfect. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. 8.5 out of 10. This is still great. I'm gonna love coming back to this. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, just put a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace.